Welcome, NFHS. Billy Swinney, Ryan Lenny here with the Llano Yellow Jackets, 12-0, coming in, facing off with the Vanderbilt Industrial Cobras, 10-2, in a regional semifinal match here at Hero Stadium in San Antonio. Getting ready for the game starting. Here comes the Industrial Cobras taking the field. Coming in at 10-2. Last week defeating Jordanton 19-8. And they will be facing off against the Llano Yellow Jackets, about to take the field any moment here. Llano defeating Goliad last week 21-0.
Well, Billy, if the wind would die down, it'd be a perfect day for football.
Well, it is a perfect day for football, actually. It's not raining, which is a good sign. It's got a little nip in the wind, but we're here to handle it and bring it to you. And here come the Yellow Jackets. Taking the field. Got a lot of JV players, I noticed. Blank black helmets. Getting ready for some playoff action here at Hero Stadium.
Regional semifinals.
In our doubleheader here, we have the Llano Yellow Jackets and the Industrial Cobras, and later on we'll bring you the Refugio Bobcats versus the Ganado Indians.
Looks like we're going to have our national anthem.
Yeah, we'll get that played. And there you have the national anthem. Now we'll get the coin toss and find out how this is going to play out. Okay.
That's a weird way to go about.
That's a first, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains for the Cobras this afternoon. Number 4, Aiden Janis. Number 5, Clearance O.C. Number 70, Jacob Repka. And number 77, Matthew King. Captain for Llano this afternoon. Number 7, Carson Kirkendall. Number 40, Hayden Manahan.
This is the
Congratulations on reaching the regional semifinals. Industrial, as the visiting team, you have the call of the coin toss. Here's the coin I have for today. Heads, tails. Heads, tails. What is your call?
Looks like Llano has won the toss.
looks like it. They defer. So Industrial will begin the game with the ball. And we're ready. A second meeting of these two teams. Last time they met was in 1998. Industrial won that 19-16.
These kids weren't even born yet.
I know, right? It's crazy, isn't it? The last time these two teams met, none of these kids were here. Just another sign on we're getting old.
Yes, unfortunately. Nothing stops the aging process.
Well, there is one thing. But we don't talk about that.
Cryogenics.
Anyway, set here with Bryce Mize handling the kicking duties for the Yellow Jackets. Back deep for Industrial is Hunter Halapaska. And Clarence Hosey back around their own 12-yard line, getting ready for the kick here. And this game is underway, and that was kicked off actually by Jackson Dillard. This is fielded, big hole in the middle across midfield, down to the 30, and brought down at about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Industrial deep in Yellow Jacket territory.
He saw that hole and just took off through it.
Yeah, there just wasn't a whole lot there. Had some great blocks and was able to move it across midfield and down inside the 30. 28-yard line is where they place the ball. 1st and 10. Three receiver set for Garza. And Garza's going to keep this. Get some yardage inside the 10 now. Down at around the 4-yard line. Brings up 1st and goal for the Cobras.
Nice run by the quarterback there.
Very nice run. Found the little hole, and it just kind of opened up until he got inside the 5. Garza. Pass out to the left. That is caught. Touchdown, Cobras. That is Dylan Rarick. No flags.
Cobra strike first.
Ryder Lowe will come out to attempt the extra point with 11:18 on the clock here in the first quarter. Not even a full minute. And that is good. 7-0 Industrial takes the lead first. With 11:18, we'll take a short break and be right back right here on NFHS. Stay with us. Back here in Hero Stadium, Industrial strikes first. In less than a minute, they in the end zone and score 7-0 in the lead. As Lowe will get out to kick back to the Cobras, back deep. I can see a number here, I can only see a 2. And the kickoff is away, and this, oh, he falls down. Picked this up at about the 6-yard line, loses it, but gets back on it. That is Miguel Hernandez, and Hernandez is down at around the 12.
Couldn't tell if he slipped because the turf was slick or is he slipped because the turf monster got him.
Well, I don't know if he was trying to switch directions there because the ball took a weird bounce, and he tried to change direction and went down. So 1st and 10 from their own 12 is the Yellow Jackets. Briggs Green quarterbacking here, hands it off up the middle. This picks up of about 2 up to about the 14-yard line.
It's Kirkendall.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Green trips to the far side. Kirkendall with him. And he'll keep this one off to the right and is grabbed pretty quickly by Dylan Rarich. He gets up to the 17-yard line, brings up 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
It's a big 3rd down here, Billy.
Oh, yeah. 3 receiver set for Green. Looks like going to be a direct snap to Kirkendall. And probably going to be timeout on Industrial is called before the play got off. So we'll stick with it on this one since it's so close. 3rd and 5 from their own 17-yard line. And it looked like it was going to be a direct snap to Kirkendall there, as Procomp was in motion. And the timeout was called before the ball was snapped. Looks like they're going to do the same setup, with Kirkendall taking the direct snap. And he will keep this up the middle, and he'll get up to about the 20. Get a couple of yards there. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Yellow Jackets at the 20-yard line. And the Industrial Cobras seem to be, defense really seems to be clogging up that middle, keeping too much yardage from getting ahead. Punt is away. Nobody back deep. This will take a Yellow Jacket bounce down close to the 10, inside the 10 now. And this will be down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and 10 for Industrial at their own 8. 9:22 left in the first quarter here, and they lead by 1 touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our game day sponsors this afternoon, Raising Cane's, Walk-Ons, Clean Simple Eats, and Jordan Ford.
Thank you for joining us today for our doubleheader. First game here. Industrial leading 7-0. 1st and 10 on their second series from their own 8. Garza puts out a 3 receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 back with him. It's a man in motion. Hands it off. This is going to be Rarich. Rarich is going to try to get around the far side, but cannot do it. Can't get to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like a loss of about 2. Ball back down at the 6-yard line. 2nd and 12. Now for the Cobras. 4 receiver set. Garza hauls it off to the far side. Caught near the 35. and out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Cobras. Nice pass along the sideline there, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, he just put it right in his arms from over the top.
First and 10 for the Cobras. Garza, 3-receiver set, puts a man in motion. Keeps this, tries up the middle, and is caught pretty quickly. Is short of the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on this one. Ball back down to the 36-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Cobras. 8:25 and counting in this first quarter. Garza makes the snap, hands it off up the middle there. Picks up a couple. Up to about the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Cobras. Big play here. Garza puts 2 receivers to the near side. Takes a snap, looks, has to get away, and is crowded. And Garza will go down back at about the 34-yard line. So that will bring up 4th and 13 for the Cobras. And they will send Braxton Warren back there to punt it away. Jackson Dillard back deep for the Yellow Jackets. Punt is up. Nice high top spiral. Bounces it around the 29-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the 31, and bounces out of bounds at the 23. So it'll be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from their own 23. 6:51 left in the first quarter. Green trips to the far, hands this off. That's Kirkendall. Kirkendall gets off to the far side and is forced out of bounds at the 36-yard line. We have 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10.
Quick to the line.
Real quick. Offense here. 3 receivers set, 2 to the near. Gets the play from the sideline. Hand this off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall tries up the middle and is caught immediately. But he'll pick up 2 yards out of that. 2nd and 8. Ball up to the 38-yard line. Green looks to pass, throws it down the middle, open, caught, all by himself is Jackson Dillard, and Jackson will take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Llano. Beautiful pass up the middle. Dillard had at least 3 or 4 steps.
Yeah, he had a little separation.
So had to really reach out to get that ball. It was a little overthrown, but he was able to get his arms out there and slow it down to bobble it in. Bryce Mize out to try the extra point. With 6:03 left in the first quarter here. Ball is down. Kick is up, and it is good. Tie game. Well, no. 7-7. Now the score was 6:03 left in the first quarter here. NFHS will be back right after this. Stay with us. here in Hero Stadium. 7-7 time ball game with 6:03 left in the first quarter here. Yellow Jackets get it in a long pass to Dillard from Green, which makes it 7-7 now. As Mize gets set to boot it away to the Cobras. Alapaska and Hosey down deep, waiting for the kick. It's a short. And this will be taken at about, dropped at about the 19. And Alapaska ain't able to get but to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Industrial from their own 21. Garza, 3-receiver set. He'll keep this run to the left, finds a place in the middle, but is caught at about the 23. Maybe he gets up to the 22. So he picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Cobras. Ball on their own 22. Clock running down to 5:35 now. Trips to the far side, one to the near side for Garza. One back. Pulls in Alapaska, looks to throw, has to squeeze out of the pocket, and tries to get rid of it. No flags. This will be incomplete. Oh, they're going to call him down on that, Ryan.
Are they?
So now the ball is all the way at the 15-yard line. 3rd and 16 for the Cobras. 4-receiver set. Trips to the far side. 4:50 and counting here in the first quarter. Garza drops back. Throws into the middle of the field. That is caught up near the 24. And they're going to call it at the 25. So that will bring up 3rd and 6 for the Cobras, and they'll punt this away. Warren's punt lands at about the 39. This is caught on his knees down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. 4:05 left to play in the first quarter here. Tied up at 7. Big crowd here from Llano. Green has trips to the near side here. Snap, hands this off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall gets wrapped up before he gets to the line of scrimmage, loses about a yard, brings up 2nd and 11 for the Yellow Jackets. Green, 3-receiver set, 2 to the far side. Shift, he has to look towards the sideline.
Try to draw him off sides.
Yeah, it looks like it. And he hands this off. This is Sam Sultanfuss. Sultanfuss gets up to about the 41-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. 3:05 and counting left in the first quarter here. 3-receiver set for Green. Green looks to his right, throws, and Kirkendall could not get that and is hit while he's trying to catch that.
I'm going to call that an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it was a forward pass because if it had been the other way, a little bit more to the back, it'd have been different.
There's an industrial defender right there on top of him as he caught that ball.
Or tried to catch it. So that brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41 for the Yellow Jackets. Green. Kirkendall takes it off the left tackle and is into a mob.
Ran right into that wall.
No gain on that play. Brings up 3rd and 10. So the Industrial defense is doing its job so far in this series. Two to the far side, one to the near here for Green. 2 backs. And there's a flag down, motion. So it will go all the way back to the 36-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Clock down to 2:14 and counting in this first quarter. Green, back to pass, looks downfield, throws in the middle. This is caught beyond midfield at about the 46-yard line is where it is down.
What a catch.
It was a nice catch. That was Coy Kelso. So 1st and 10, now in Industrial territory. Hand off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall up the middle, and he'll pick up a couple. Up to about the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. At the Cobra 43. Clock down to 1:24 and counting. Green looking to pass, rolls to his left, going to keep it, and he slides down at about the 38,
Gonna have a late hit.
and it looks like it's going to be a late hit. Flag on the ground.
A personal foul.
He was hit after he started to slide. That's going to be against Industrial, and that will take the ball way down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the Industrial 23. That pass in the middle and that penalty will give the Yellow Jackets a lot of life here. Trips to the near side for Green. 1st and 10. Now less than a minute to play in the first quarter. Looks to pass, throws off to his right. A little bit high. Excuse me. Incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. Trips to the near side again for Green. Kirkendall up the middle. And Kirkendall will get up to the 19. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. 40 seconds and counting left in the first quarter here. Ball at the 19 of Industrial. And Kirkendall gets the direct snap again off the right tackle and will get up maybe a yard, 2 yards. Up to the, no, they're going to count it at the 18, 4th and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Inside the 20, they'll have to keep going. And we have a timeout. Yellow Jackets, we'll take a short timeout too. Stay with us here in NFHS. See you in a moment, folks. Welcome back to Hero Stadium. Tie game at 7 here. 5 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Lining up for a field goal.
4th and 5, and the Yellow Jackets are lining up for a field goal. This is going to be a 35-yard attempt. Mize' kick, and it's going to be a little bit short. So that is no good.
We'll switch sides here.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter here. So they'll switch sides. It'll be 1st and 10 Industrial, and we'll be back right here in just a moment from NFHS. Stay with us. Back here at Hero Stadium. 1st and 10 Industrial. And that is Cooper Martin picking up 3 up to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 7 now for the Cobras as we get this second quarter underway. Tied up at 7 here. Garza trips to the far side and one to the near side here with 2nd and 7. Late handoff up the middle. This is Martin again, and Martin gets up to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Brings up 3rd and 7. So it looks like the inside running game, Ryan, is not working out for either team.
Well, I'll tell you, they hit those big linemen and just stop right in the tracks.
Same setup for Garza. Garza rolls to his left, looks, throws, and this is going to be intercepted at the 32. They're going to down him at the 31. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Industrial 31-yard line. And that may be what breaks the stalemate here in the first half. We'll see. I mean, these defenses have really been working. So 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. Briggs Green trips to the near side. One back with him. Snap, and he keeps it himself, goes off the right tackle, but picks up a yard, gets up to the 30. Be 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
Keeper by number 16, Briggs Green, in on the stop, number 57, Vincent Rodriguez. 2nd down, 30.
This time a handoff to the left side. Loose ball. Miguel Hernandez down, drops the ball, but he's able to get it back. Gets up to the 24-yard line. 3rd and about 3 for the Yellow Jackets here at the 24. 10 minutes and counting left in the first half. Direct snap to Kirkendall. Kirkendall off the left side gets up to about the 21. It's close to a 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him. And they're going to give it to him. 1st and 10 at the 21 for the Yellow Jackets. One receiver set for him. He hands it off to Kirkendall towards the right side,
Whoa.
but is caught at the line of scrimmage. This will be no gain, 2nd and 10. 9:13 and counting left in the second quarter. And I guess it must be, boy, it looks like they're slipping quite a bit when they try to stop.
Or when they cut, yeah.
It just looks like a lot of them are slipping when they try to make a cut or they try to turn directions or anything or try to stop. Green throws it way over in the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That is Jackson Dillard hauling it in the corner of the end zone. Beautiful play. And the Yellow Jackets will take the lead with 8:44 left in the first half. Mize will come out and try the extra point. Mize puts it up, and that is in. 14-7, Llano leads with 8:44 left in the first half here. NFHS will be right back right after this. Back here at Hero Stadium, 8:44 left to play in the first half here, and Yellow Jackets take the lead, 14-7.
Getting ready to kick off is number 8, Bryce Mize.
On a nice touchdown pass to Dillard in the end zone. Hosey and Halapeska back deep for the Cobras to receive Mize's kick. Wynn catches that one, pushes it over. This is fielded at about the 30. And that looked like Preston Spate. Oh, 82, Nicholas Cooper on the return. Kukler brings it up to about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Industrial.
Industrial starts this drive, 1st and 10 from their 37.
So Garza will put 3 receivers to the near side. Let's see if they go to their passing game here, Ryan. Pass to the right. This is caught by Braxton Warren, and Warren will get 2 yards out of this. 2nd and 8.
In on the stop for the Yellow Jackets, number 40, Hayden Manahan. Second down from the 38.
Oh, actually, it's 1 yard. So 2nd and 9. For Garza, puts a man in motion, looks to pass, throws, and this is caught. What a catch. Right around the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Cobras.
Circus catches today.
Hold on just a second, Ryan. Nice run up to inside Yellow Jacket territory now, up to the 47 of Llano. 2nd and about 5 for the Cobras. 3 receivers set, 2 to the far side for Garza. And we got,
we got some movement on
lots of moving.
the right end there.
It looked like there was some shift on the defense, which made a couple of Cobras jump. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they encouraged. I don't think they had broke the neutral zone.
It was a very subtle move, but I saw him move on myself.
Motion on the Cobras. So this is going to back it up back to the original line of scrimmage. So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cobras, back at their own 48 now. Clock running, 7:25, throws off to the left. This is caught. Stumbles out of a tackle there. Gets a couple of yards out of it. That was Dylan Rarick. Oh, I'm sorry, Clarence Hosey. Up to the Llano 49-yard line, about 3rd and 7 now. 7:20 left to play in the second quarter. Garza takes the snap, looks, throws high. This is going to be about 4 yards in front of his receiver, incomplete. That was intended for Braxton Warren. This brings up 4th and 7 for the Cobras here. So what do you do when you're this close? Pretty much have to go, huh?
I would go for it.
We've got a personnel change. Looks like they are not going to go for it. Going to send Warren back to punt it away. Punt is up high, spiral, or a lobber, and it lands and makes a bounce back towards the 10. And they're going to down it at the 11. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at their own 11. 7:05 left to play in the first half here. So probably the smart thing to do there was to put it down deep and let your defense handle it, because the Cobra defense has actually been doing pretty good against the run.
That's those big guys up front. Won't let them go through that line.
Green trips to the near side here. Hands this off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall comes around this near side and will get inside up near the 17-yard line. I'm going to down this at the 18. 2nd and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. Green. Quick offense here, hands it off to Kirkendall again, off to the right side, finds a little hole and stumbles over the 30-yard line.
that turf monster got him again.
I think that white 30-yard line tripped him up. Down at the 33.
That's what, 3 times we've seen someone fall on the turf today?
It's a personal foul on Industrial here, which is going to push the ball up near midfield. Ball now up to the 48-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 6:35 left in the first half here. So big break here for them, getting them up close to midfield on a personal foul. Trips to the near side for Green. Hands this off. That is Miguel Hernandez. Hernandez will get across the 50 up to the Industrial 48. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Clock down to 6 minutes and counting left in this first half.
Have whistles.
Timeout. Llano. We'll take a short break ourselves. Be right back right after this. NFHS. ready to rock. Back here at Hero Stadium. 5:43 left in the first half here. We got a 2nd and 6 situation for the Yellow Jackets. Thank you. At the Industrial 48, handoff. That is Hernandez, and Hernandez loses a yard on this one. Ball now at the 49-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Trips to the near side. This is going to, I think, a pass play here. What do you think, Ryan?
I believe so.
And Green rolls to his left, looks, throws, and this is incomplete, little low there. So that will bring up 4th and 7 at the Industrial 49-yard line. So they will punt this away. A little over 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Cobra defense held again.
Yes, they did. Punt almost straight up. Wind catches it, but it takes a Yellow Jacket bounce down towards the 20. And it'll be 1st and 10 Cobras near their own 21. 4:54 left to play in the first half here. And it's been a defensive battle both ways.
It's been a pretty good ball game for the first half.
Really, really good ball game. Passing game has worked for both teams. Running game is kind of slow. Both defenses working hard at keeping the other runners at bay. Here comes Garza with a 3-receiver set, 2 to the far side. Hands this off. Up the left side goes Cooper Martin. Cooper gets beyond the 30, up to the 31. 1st down for the Cobras. At their own 31, Garza takes the snap, hands this off to the right side this time. Martin might pick up a yard on this one, up to the 32. But that is it. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. 4:15 and counting on the clock here in the second quarter. 4 receivers set for the Cobras. One back with Garza. Garza puts a man in motion. Will keep this up the middle, but he gets wrapped up. As soon as he moves his feet, he'll lose 2 yards here. Back to the 30. Brings up 3rd and 11. 3:45 and counting. Big 3rd down play here for the Cobras. If they are to get it back tied up here. Garza takes a snap, looks to throw, throws off to the right side. Open catch around the 38, gets up to the 45-yard line. Braxton Warren takes it up to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Cobras.
Moving the sticks.
Yeah, move the sticks on the passing game seems to be working here. I don't know if both teams are trying to keep each other honest or 3 receiver set, 2 backs with Garza now. Takes the snap, will keep this up the middle, finds a little seam past midfield, and he will carry it to the Yellow Jacket 42-yard line. Another 1st down, now in Llano territory. 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. 1st and 10 Cobras at the Llano 42. Garza makes the snap, throws off to his left. This is caught. And that is Hosey. And Hosey takes it out of bounds at about the 38. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Cobras. Garza takes the snap, throws out to his left, caught again by Hosey. Hosey finds a little room, gets past the first down marker, inside the 30.
It's like the same play almost.
Almost.
Run it till they stop you.
28-yard line is what he will get to. 1st and 10 at the Llano 28. Clock 2:35 left to play in the first half here. Garza drops back to pass, throws, and wide open, but ball too hot. Now a flag comes out late. Right at the line there, at the end of the play. Ooh, this is going to be big right here. That is going to give Industrial wonderful field position now inside the 15. 1st and 10 from the 14. 2:30 left to play. Cobras have a huge chance here to tie it up. 3 receivers set, 2 to the far side for Garza. Hand off to Martin. Martin finds a hole up the middle. Touchdown. Cobras get into the end zone to.
Got a 15-yard run there.
Yeah. Just what they needed here, getting close to the half. As Lowe will come out here and attempt the extra point to tie it up with 2:25 left to play in the first half. Kick is away, and it is good. Tied up at 14 with 2:25 left to play here in Hero Stadium. We'll take a short break. Be right back right after this. NFHS. Stay with us, folks. Here in Hero Stadium, all tied up at 14. Industrial scoring with 2:25 left to play in the first half here. And that penalty right at the end there really gave Industrial the break they needed to get this tied up. Still 2:25 now. That defense has to do his job to keep the Yellow Jackets at bay. See if they can do it. Here comes Lewis' kick. And it is long. It's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from their own 25. Go Green. 4 receiver set, trips to the far side. Green will hand this off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall spins and gets up to about the 30-yard line. So pick up a 5. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Clock down to 2:05 and counting here in the second quarter. Green trips now to the near side. Kirkendall will take this again up the middle, and he'll carry the pile up near the first down marker.
We'll give it to him.
We're going to give it to him 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Yellow Jackets, so they're moving. Clock down to 1:40 and counting. Green. Kirkendall again off the right tackle this time. Pickup of about 3. Up to the 38. 2nd and 7. 1:20 left and counting in the first half. And they have 1 timeout left. Trips to the near side here. See if he can lob this pass, probably. Well, no, he's going to give it to Kirkendall off the right-hand side again. Spins and gets up to about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Llano. Now under a minute and counting. So if you want to break this tie, you got less than 40 seconds and counting. Trips to the near side. He's going to back up the pass. Looking, can't find the receiver, so he's going to keep it himself. Gets up past midfield, up to the 45-40, and is taken down. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, we're going to have flags.
We're going to have flags on that one. After
I saw that flag coming out of his pocket.
Garza got, I mean, he got up, he got pushed.
Another 15 yards.
Well, this is going to give him a big chunk of yardage. All they did was just help him out. Wow. So penalties really a problem in pinch situations. 36 seconds left, and now it's 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the Cobra 23-yard line.
Not only did they stop the clock on that penalty, they gave them more yardage.
A lot more yardage. Now they're inside the 25. Green looking for a receiver. Still can't find one. Throws. He has to throw this one away. Brings up 2nd and 10. Smart move there. Clock stopped at 21 seconds here. Can they put it in the end zone to get the lead before the half?
Green's pass is incomplete. 2nd down, 23.
Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Oh, no, they moved it up. Okay. Green, screen pass over the top there.
Timeout called.
Is caught by Sam Sultanfuss, but they will call a timeout, stopping the clock with 15 seconds left to play. He backed up quite a bit, lost a couple of yards on that. So it brings up 3rd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets here. Ball at the 25-yard line. So it looks like now the defenses have hardened up on the receivers, and they're really tangling up the receivers, finding none.
Yeah, Vanderbilt Industrial's defense has gotten a little stronger down here between the 30s.
Yeah. They just keep them hands to themselves, not get any more bad penalties. It'll be all right. Here we go, 3rd and 12. 15 seconds left, ball at the Industrial 25-yard line. Green takes the snap, looks, throws down towards the end zone. Oh, through the hands of Coy Kelso.
He had me fooled on that one. I thought he was going to the receiver there in the middle.
And Kelso had a couple of steps on his defender, but the ball was just a little bit out of reach. Clock down to 10 seconds. Timeout now, Industrial.
Hey, you got them. Might as well use them, right?
I guess so. Give everybody a little time to think on that one.
Bone has been found on the industrial side of the stadium. Again, we have found a bone on the industrial side of the stadium. It has been turned into the main ticket office. That's on the north side of the complex. Again, if you lost your phone, you may claim it at the main ticket office on the industrial
I didn't lose my phone.
We've never been to that side. That's the far side of the stadium. 4th and 12. 4th down for Yellow Jackets. 10 seconds left until the half. So this will be it. They got to do it right here. Tied up at 14. Yellow Jackets trying to take the lead before the half here. They got this one chance to do it.
Trickery?
Trips to the near side. Well, no, we'll see. Green, same play as before. Double coverage. It's going to be way ahead of him, though. Incomplete. And the ball will go over on downs with 6 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Industrial Cobras. And the Yellow Jackets will get the ball to start the second half. So do you throw a play into this, or do you just kneel it?
I think they're happy being tied up at half. Going to the locker room tied up. 24 minutes of football left to play.
4 receiver set for Garza.
I don't think he's going to need it, though.
And he'll hand this off up the middle. This won't get very far, maybe a yard. And that will end the first half here at Hero Stadium. 14-14 Industrial in Llano. NFHS will take this break. We'll be able to show the bands, but you won't be able to hear them, but you'll be able to watch them. And we'll see you for the second half here in just a little bit, NFHS. back here at Hero Stadium, getting ready for the second half. Both teams getting set, tied up at 14 here. As Industrial warms up and Llano gets ready to take the field.
Smoke coming out of that tunnel down there.
It's a sweat lodge. They need it now because it has cooled off here in the stadium here in the past 15 minutes.
And the wind.
It's gotten cooler and the wind's got stronger.
And the wind's blowing in a different direction.
We still have a night game. Here comes the Yellow Jackets back onto the field. And we've had one heck of a first half. Both teams fighting to stalemate at 14.
Well, the yardage is pretty much even. I mean, there's a little bit more passing yardage on the Llano
It
side.
looks like the long passing yardage is what got it all. And there was a couple of penalties that helped out both teams. Llano almost got the chance to take the lead before the half with a big defensive penalty that got them up close, but they could not complete a pass in the end zone. So it left it at 14-14. And now the Yellow Jackets will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see if halftime adjustments make a difference in the second half, and usually they do. But it's been pretty even. The first half for both of these teams have been about even. Both defenses have been really, really strong against the run, even though Industrial scored their tying touchdown on about a 16-yard run. So as we get ready here, Loa getting ready to kick it away. As Hernandez back deep and right around the 6-yard line for the Yellow Jackets, waits for Loa's kick. And we're going to get the second half underway right now, and the ball is up. This is going to be fielded by Hernandez at the 6. And he brings it past the 20. Finds a break, breaks a tackle, gets up to the 40. Midfield now, got one player. And he is brought down at the Industrial 28, about the 28, 27-yard line.
But they're going to put the ball on 28.
Be first and 10 at the Industrial 28-yard line. Big return there by Hernandez. Gives the Yellow Jackets excellent field position to start off the second half. Green sends trips to the far side. Takes the snap and tries to hand off to Kirkendall, who drops it and gets back on it. Back at the 34-yard line.
That long run almost negated by that fumble.
Oh, no. So 2nd and 16 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at the Industrial 34. Trips to the far side, one to the near for Green. Green will hand this off to Kirkendall up the middle, and he is going to get wrapped up after 2. Up to the 32-yard line. So that will bring up 3rd and 14 for the Yellow Jackets.
3rd down, 32.
So Cobra defense still stiffening against that run. Green back to pass, down the middle of the field, open, touchdown.
Left him
Caught
alone.
by Ross Prokop. Prokop all by himself catches it in end zone, touchdown. Yellow Jackets with 10:36 on the clock in the third quarter here. So Yellow Jackets get it down there and in the end zone to take the lead. Mize out to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and through. 21-14, Llano takes the lead with 10:36 left in the third quarter here in FHS. We'll take a short break, be right back right after this. Here at Heroes, 21-14, Llano taking the lead with 10:36 left to play in the third quarter. As Mize gets ready to boot it back to the Cobras. Alapaska and Hosey back deep for Industrial down near their 16-17 yard line. Temperature has dropped here a little. So we're really getting into football weather here at Hero Stadium. And this is going to be a short kick, bounces, and that could be recovered there.
They got it.
And the Yellow Jackets say they have it, and they do. I don't know what happened there. No Cobra tried to jump on it until right there at the very end, but he missed. So 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Industrial 41-yard line.
Strange turn of events here in the second half.
You know, it's just that you knew that was going to be short. It went 10 yards and bounced back, and no Cobra tried to jump on it until right there. The guy came up at the end, but he was a little bit late. So Green, little end around pass here to Green, throws it down the middle. Oh, caught at the 2-yard line. Wow.
What a catch.
Beautiful catch by Jackson Dillard, falling backwards. He catches that. Unbelievable trickery. Lots of tossing around in the backfield. Halls throws it.
It worked.
And then now 1st and goal from the 2. Yellow Jackets now have a chance to take the lead to 14. And
we'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Kirkendall hauls it in. No, he gets to the 1. 2nd and goal. Kirkendall direct snap, and he gets in this time. Touchdown, Llano. $9:53 left in the third quarter. It has only taken them a little over 2 minutes to score twice. Mize out to trim the. I'm sorry, Ryan?
Second half adjustments make a whole bunch of difference.
I think they're just catching them a little off guard. Mize kicks the extra point through. 28-14, now the lead by Llano. So it's pretty even, close to close at the first half here. And here in the first 2 minutes of the second half, the Yellow Jackets have taken control. So as Mize gets set to kick this back over to the Cobras.
Backing for Industrial is number 3, Hunter.
Halapaska back deep for the Cobras right around his own 12. Are they going to try a short kick again here, Ryan?
I think they'll kick this one deep.
This one will be fielded at the 1 by Halapaska. Halapaska gets up to the 10 and is dragged down at the 12 where he first stood waiting. So 1st and 10, Cobras at their own 12-yard line. 9:47 left in the third.
In on the tackle.
So can the Cobras take it down and answer?
Texas high school football playoffs, Billy. Nothing like it.
I know. Never know what's going to happen. Garza keeps it, pitches it out to the right, but this is going to be a big loss of about 4 or 5. A loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Ball now rests on the Industrial 8-yard line. So the Llano defense is coming forward into the line a lot now. Garza looks to throw, throws to the right, caught at the 10. And looks like he made it forward progress up to about the 11. And they're going to call it the 13. So it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 13. For Industrial. Garza, it's out a full receiver set. Back to pass looking. Has to roll out to his right, throws complete.
Wide open.
That'll be a first down to Cade Quebeca. Quebeca catches it and gets up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Industrial. He was by himself on that pass. Wide open. Garza takes the snap, hands it off the left tackle. And Martin will get close to the 34, it looks like. So it'll be 2nd and about 6 for the Cobras. Handoff, throws off to the right, caught at about the 39-yard line, pushed past the 40. And
Still pushing.
Yeah, still pushing. I think forward progress got him to the 42. So that'll be a first down. Be 1st and 10. Cobras at the 42. 7:34 and counting in the third quarter here. Cobras trying to get back to answer here after 2 straight touchdowns by the Yellow Jackets. Garza back to pass, looks, throws it down the middle of the field. This is a little bit high here, incomplete. That one intended for Warren. But Warren would have had to have been about 13 foot tall to catch that. So brings up 2nd and 10 for the Cobras. Full receiver set for Garza. Hands it off, up the middle, big hole, past midfield, nobody there, go on the way home. Number 2 is going to catch him at about the 5. That was Ulysses Martinez running him down there. And he gets up to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Industrial at the 3.
Nice run, hit that hole.
So Cobras not going to go away lightly. Garza. Another handoff up the middle to Martin. Martin pushes. One last push gets him to the 2. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. It's like, we'll take it piece by piece if we have to.
Yard at a time.
Second and goal. Garza keeps it in his hand, but he gets wrapped up and gets brought down at about the 14. But they are going to call progress on this up to the 8. So it'll be third and goal from the 8-yard line.
Forward progress, but he's going backwards.
Yeah.
So they put him back on the 8.
They put him back on the 8 because he ran back a little bit, I guess, before the final push. I don't know.
Funny man.
Third and goal. Here we go. Garza looks to the end zone, throws, and that is knocked out of the hands. Great defensive play by Caden Bauman, who knocked that pass just before it got in the receiver's hands. That was intended for Warren there in the end zone. Bauman knocks it out of his hands as soon as it hit him.
They're going to settle for 3, I guess.
Set up for a field goal. This will be a 25-yard attempt. Ball is up and through. It is good. So 28-17. Now the score. Llano in the lead. 5:43 left to play in the third quarter. We'll take a short break. Be right back on NFHS. Stay with us, folks.
We are now.
Back in Hero Stadium. Cobras have to settle for a field goal. 28-17.
Billy's got his popcorn out.
That's right. Here comes Aloha with his kick. And it's a grounder. This is going to be fielded at the 16 or the 17 now. And that was Hernandez. And he will drop it at the 22-yard line, first and 10.
He just fell that time. He did nothing.
Yeah, he just dropped to the ground.
Yeah. They want to run their plays.
I say long passes up the middle. That's what's been successful
Here we
all
go.
day.
Flea flicker again? No.
Well, he handed it to everybody on the offensive side before he threw that. Up the middle, Kirkendall.
Slipped.
And Kirkendall slips. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Second and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Quick offense. Trips to the far side for Green. Green hands it off. And this is Hernandez on the run. Gets up to the 33, first and 10. Yellow Jackets. And the chain gang had to run that time because the offense was almost ready. They had to sprint. So your receiver set for Green. 2 backs with him. And here's Hernandez, finds a hole. Gets away on the other side and is tripped up at the 50 and falls down at the Industrial 49-yard line. First and 10, Yellow Jackets. Clock down to 4:35 and counting in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets on the move here. Handoff to Sam Sultanfuss. Sultanfuss gets to the original line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 49.
Green rolls to his right, looks, throws. This is, oh, caught. It looked like he was going to keep it there for a second. Dillard, but it goes out of his hands, incomplete. 3rd and 10. 3:46 left on the clock in the third quarter. They lead by 11. Green, 4 receiver set, stacks them on both sides. Hands it off up the middle. And this will just make it to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th and 10. And that was a great defensive stand by Industrial there. So Dillard will come out to punt this ball away. Hosey back deep down near his 15. And he will field this at the 12 and is knocked down at the 12. First and 10. Industrial at their own 12. 3:03 left to play in the third quarter.
Return on the tackle, number 16, Reeves Green.
Here come the Cobras.
Yeah. Trips to the far side for Garza. Throws off to his right. This is caught at about, ooh. He's going to get a few yards out of this. Gets up past the 15, up to the 16. So 2nd and 6 for the Cobras. Ball sits at the 16.
An official timeout. He got up and walked off under his own power.
Yeah, he was right there. So here we go. 3 receiver set, 2 to the near side for Garza here. Garza takes the snap. Will keep it up the middle. Finds a little hole. Hurdles the guy and gets up past the 30. Up to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Industrial.
The hurdle's becoming famous. Do it on the pro
Great
games
job there by Garza. Finding a little hole and then getting over a couple of defenders that way. Garza puts a man in motion here. Keeps it again up the middle. Squeezes, spins out of a tackle and gets up to about the 38. Close to it. This will be 2nd and 4 at the 38. Clock down to 1:40 and counting in the third quarter here. Garza hauls this one down, but ooh, little miscommunication there. As his receiver was double covered down by the 45. He threw that to the other 45. So brings up 3rd and 4 for the Cobras. Receiver set 2 to the far side for Garza. Garza goes out to the right. And he is brought down at around the 40. So that will bring up 4th and 2 for the Cobras. Now this is a decision right here. 4th and 2 at your own 40. They're gonna go for it.
Garza up the middle.
4 receiver set for Garza. One back with him, puts a man in motion. Oh, we got some jumping. And there we're gonna get the flag. It's gonna be motion. Probably. I don't know, they're discussing it. Oh, there it is. Motion, so this will back it up 5. So now it's 4th and 7.
Now what do you do?
Throw in the middle. That's been successful all day long.
We'll take a timeout. That's what they're going to do.
We'll take a short timeout with them. Stay with us right here in FHS. We'll be right back. Do what?
They're playing. They're on the field playing.
What?
No timeout.
I thought they had a timeout.
They fooled you.
They fooled us all, folks. And that was a punt, by the way, that went about 10 feet forward and about 80 feet in the air. So it'll be
Industrial with their own trickery.
Llano, 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. They fooled us all because both teams went to the sideline. Next thing you know, they're punting. Ryan looked over and said, Billy, they're playing. 1st and 10, Green. He's got players everywhere. He rolls out to his right, looks, throws it downfield. This is caught at the 21. And out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. Llano at the Industrial 20-yard line. 15 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter here. So they'll get one more play off before we switch to the final quarter. Kirkendall will run this. He gets up to the 19. But that is going to run this clock out of the 3rd quarter here. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. 12 more minutes of football left here. 28-17 Llano. We'll take a short break. Be right back right after this in FHS. Okay, go back here in Hero Stadium. Getting ready to start the 4th quarter here. Llano leads 28-17. The Yellow Jackets have just made a big play and moved down to the 20-yard line of Industrial. 2nd and 10. Here's a run off the right side by Kirkendall. Kirkendall will get up to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 1. Kirkendall again up the middle. And this time gets up to the 2, first and goal at the 2-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. And their fast offense will keep trucking. Green keeps it this time, dives in, touchdown. Yellow Jackets, Green on the dive from 2 yards out. With 11:30 left to play here, the Yellow Jackets are in the end zone again, extending the lead. As Mize will come out to attempt the extra point to extend the lead even more. And that is good. 35-17 now the Llano lead with 11:30 left to play. And now we'll take that short break and be right back right after this. Stay with us, NFHS. Here in Hero Stadium, Llano extending their lead, 35-17, 11:30 left to play here. 11:30 left in our first game of a doubleheader here, as Refugio and Ganado will take the field at 7 p.m. We'll be bringing that to you here on NFHS.
The winner of this game will face either Edna or Blanco in the quarterfinals next week.
Depending on, that game happens tonight, I believe.
6 o'clock tonight.
Short kick here, fair caught at the 36. And Industrial have first and 10 at their own 36 here.
Still a cool day here.
It's getting cooler.
The sun hadn't come out yet.
Well, they hadn't seen the sun in the whole 24 hours. Garza keeps it, gets up, gains a yard. Up to the 37, 2nd and 9. Left here. And yes, it's chilly football day. Trips to the far side, one to the near side for Garza here. No backs. Looking to pass. Throws, and this is, oh my goodness. In his hands and out. Dropped at the 49, so it brings up 3rd and 9 for the Cobras. Garza, that is caught, and that will pick up a yard down up to the 38-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th and 8. They're throwing the passes, but it's mostly screens and getting about a yard apiece. So 4th and long here for the Cobras. Looks as if they're going to go for it. 4 receiver set. It's a man in motion. Puts trips up to the far side. Garza back to pass, looks, throws. This is caught at the 48. Forward progress, that might give him a first down. It will. 1st and 10. Cobras at the 48-yard line. 9:56 and counting left to play here, so Cobras have to run up quick. 1st and 10. Garza takes the snap, looks, throws downfield, and that's a bit high. So uncatchable by either player. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock down to 9:43. Receiver set for Garza this time. Puts a man in motion. Handoff off the left side is Martin. And Martin will carry it to the 50.
Looks like he's riding his lineman's back there.
3rd and 8. Yeah, he kind of rode him about the last yard of that. Third and 8 here. Trips to the far side. Garza throws it out to Martin. Martin will get a bit of yardage close to the first down here. Looks like they're going to give it to him up close to the 40, maybe the 30 or the 41. 1st and 10, and now in Llano territory at the 41. 9:09 left to play. Garza passes complete at the line of scrimmage, gets a yard out of it up to the 40. That is Halapasca. Getting a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Cobras. Clock down to 8:40 and counting. Garza back to pass, looks down the middle, caught at the 23. Braxton Warren, and he will get to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Cobras are on the move here.
Chipping away the yardage.
And that's the way to do it, especially when you got this much time. It's, you just keep chipping it. But you do have to clock management here.
8 minutes left in the ball game. You better get some points on the board.
Yeah. Garza, says he has to keep it, goes to the far side. He'll pick up a good. The flag comes down late.
I'm going to say blindside hit.
May have been. This may be a break that the Cobras need. Clock stopped at 8:01.
See what they call here.
During the run, personal foul, legal line not blocked, number 5, offense.
On the Cobras, so this will back them up.
Yeah, was that hit? Looked like he got him from the front, but referee saw otherwise.
Yikes. So 1st and 25 now for the Cobras, way back at the 37-yard line. Garza drops back to pass, throws it in the middle. This is caught. Finds some running room inside the 15. Close to a first down. And that is a first down.
He picked up the yardage back.
Picked up all that yardage back. 1st and 10 at the 12 for the Cobras. Clock down to 7:30 and counting. Garza drops back, looks, throws far into the end zone. This is intercepted in the end zone.
Can't stop now.
They bring it out. And that is Isaiah Bush. And Bush will return it up to the 20 or the 19. So it'll be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from their own 19. And all the Yellow Jackets have to do here is just burn the clock up.
That's it. Up by 15, let's say up by 18.
Wow. I mean, it looked like Industrial was just kind of steadily, chalking it off. Green trips to the near side here. He'll hand this off up the middle. Hernandez will pick up about 6. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 25-yard line. Clock continues to run, 6:50 and counting.
Burn it.
He's just burning.
Got 20 seconds before the play starts.
Burn as much as you can because the clock is still running. That's the way you manage that. Trips to the far side for Green here. Puts a man in motion. He's going to hand this off. That is Dillard. And Dillard will lose some yardage here. All the way back to the 21 is where they're going to place it. Brings up 3rd and 8. For the Yellow Jackets. Clock down to 6 minutes and counting. Taking that time, burning up as much clock as they can. Up the middle is Kirkendall. Kirkendall will get up to the 21. Or I'm sorry, the 26. So Industrial takes a timeout here, which they really needed to. 5:40 left. And we'll stick with it. What do you think?
It's been a pretty good ball game today.
It's a very good ball game.
That second half,
First half was
first 2 minutes, turned the tides here.
that onside kick changed it all.
PA's telling fans to get out of the stadium after the ball game.
Get out of here because the second game coming up. Refugio versus Ganado. And I can see their trailer has just arrived. Refugio's has.
Yellow Jackets are punting here.
I punt into this win. I mean, right against it, but it's still a good punt in this win. Drops down and out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Industrial 1st and 10 from their own 43 with 5:32 left to play here. Llano leads 35-17. It is not impossible.
No, I mean, we've seen crazier things happen.
In high school football, you never say impossible.
It's not over until those 3 digits say 0.
That's right. And sometimes it's not even over then. Garza looking to pass, has to keep it. Gets up past midfield and is forced out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Llano. So now into Yellow Jacket territory. Almost said Hornet, sorry.
We're kind of the same family, right?
Not in their eyes. So 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 47 for the Cobras here. 3 receiver set, 2 to the far side. Garza rolls to his left, looks, throws, a little screen pass, caught, but is brought down immediately after 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Can't do it on those type of plays. You got to chunk it. Got to get it downfield, down to 5:04 and counting. Left here at Heroes. Garza throws down the sideline. This is intercepted at the 34-yard line.
That Bush again?
And that is Bush. Isaiah Bush's second interception consecutive after 2 series. So it'll be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at their own 35-yard line. 4:55 left to play. So they have some more chances to burn more clock. First and 10, trips to the near side for Green here. Hands it off to Kirkendall off to the right side. Kirkendall stumbling, bumbling, and falling around the 40, but it's up to about the 38, I believe. Yep, up to the 38, 2nd and 7. For the Yellow Jackets here. Clock down to 4:20 and counting. They're taking as much off as they can here. Green will hand this off to Kirkendall again. It comes off to this left side. And Kirkendall will dive for the 45-yard line. They will call this at the 44, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, the referee's blowing the whistle for some reason.
They had to move the chains.
Oh, they couldn't keep up that time. The 1st and 1?
No, it's 3rd and 1.
Oh, okay.
Third down, Llano at the 44.
They got in a hurry. Decided to
So
roll
they'll
down.
start the clock up again, which means they can sit and let some of that tick away. Green gets everybody set. Takes the snap, hands this off. Up the middle, I believe that is Hernandez. And Hernandez will get up to the 47-yard line. That's a 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket. There's a 3:27 and counting left on the clock here. So Yellow Jacket slowly sucking the life out of the clock here. First and 10. Give this to Kirkendall. Off the left hand, he gets up to about the 50. Timeout, Industrial. And we'll stay here as we're down to 3:01 left to play here. This first of our doubleheader, Refugio versus Ganado, coming up at 7. Here in just a little while. In about just under 4 hours. This will be 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 50-yard line. Green trips to the far side, takes the snap, hands it off. No, he keeps it, and he will get into Cobra territory up to the 48. Another timeout call. 2:56 left here at Heroes. And that will be all of Industrial's timeouts. They have none left. So with a 3rd and 6 or 4 here. Actually 3rd and 5. Ball at the Industrial 48-yard line. 2:56 left to play. Winner takes on the winner of the Edna Blanco game, which happens this evening.
Right up the road here.
Where are they playing? Ferris?
I think they're playing in Ferris.
Kirkendall up the middle, finds a hole, gets off by himself, and he is off for the races here, and he will score with 2:47 left. Kirkendall takes it to the house. 48 yards. So I am pretty sure that will be the nail in the coffin here on this season for the Cobras.
Want to congratulate the Vanderbilt Industrial Cobras.
They have done
fine season.
They have and played a fine game today.
Yes, sir.
They kept them nose to nose all the way up until after the second half. That is good. 42-17 now. Llano, with 2:47 left to play, has sealed their advancement to the next round, but they really can't really put that ink down on that one just yet. In high school football, people, we have seen stuff happen in the final 2 minutes of a game that will frighten people.
That's the truth.
Anybody remember Shiner and Refurio?
2019? Oh, my goodness.
Less than a minute.
13 points or something like that?
Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy.
Bet we never see that again, though, for a while.
I don't know. In high school, you just can't count nothing out until it's done. Unlikely, but not impossible.
25 points with 2 minutes.
It looks like this is going to be another short kick, but this is fielded at about the 37. And that is Braxton Warren here, and he brings it up to about the 49. Or where are they going to place this? Looks like the 47. First and 10, Industrial. 2:43 left to play. Full receiver set for Garza.
Look for Isaiah Bush. Nope, they're going to run it.
And that is Richard Kurtz getting up to the Yellow Jacket 48, 2nd and 5. Garza drops back to pass, looks, throws, caught at the 40. That is Warren. So another first down. First and 10 at the Llano 40-yard line. 2:20 and counting. Garza trips to the far side. The snap, throws out to the left, caught. And that is Kurtz again. But Kurtz will lose a yard here. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now under 2 minutes to play and counting. 2nd and 11 here. tightening everything up on the line here. Garza takes the snap, backs it up, looks, has to get away. Stiffs on his ball, oh, and he loses the ball.
Just threw it out of bounds. Over his head.
Yeah, it just kind of lobbed it. Kind of looked like skyhook there.
The referees are talking about it down there.
And there is a flag.
There
They
will
throw
be
a
a
flag
flag.
on the floor.
That'll be intentional grounding.
There's a penalty on the play.
Intentional grounding.
Loss of down.
Loss of down. Ball back at the 48-yard line.
After the penalties enforced, it's second down at the 47. Correction, third down.
It's third down. And 18 for the Cobras. Garza. Clock starts now under a minute 18. Garza looks and about to throw, gets caught, throws, and that will fall incomplete.
Guess who's there, Billy? Isaiah Bush.
Close. He's dangerous with them hands. He's just intercepted 2 in the past 2 series of the Cobras. 4th and 18. Minute 11, play it. Just haul off and throw it. Garza back to pass. He is swallowed up by the 42-yard line. We're going to call it the 43. It'll be 1st and 10. Yellow Jackets with 1:04 left.
Fans, as a reminder for your safety and the safety of the students on the field, the coaches and officials, fans are not allowed on the field or the running track after the game. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a second game later this evening here at Hero Stadium and need to get the stadium ready for our second game. So we please ask for you to please exit the stadium as quickly as possible after the game. If you are waiting around to meet the team, you can meet the team outside the gates of the stadium. Thank you.
You gotta go. You don't have to stay. You don't have to go home. You just can't stay here.
That's right. Minute 4 here. 1st and 10, and that's going to be kneel, 1 kneel down. One more victory
it.
formation, and that will seal it
Screen takes a knee.
here for Llano.
Second down at the 48.
So Green will only have to take a knee one more time. (42-17), they'll take this victory, and they will face the winner of the Edna Blanco game to be played later this evening across town from here on the other side. And that will do it here at Heroes for the first game. We'll be back for Refugio versus Ganado at 7.
Congratulations, Llano Yellow Jackets coach Matt Green.
Thank y'all for joining us in FHS. 42-17, Llano takes the victory. We'll see you in a little bit, folks, at 7.